Who gave him money to betray Jesus? Is it not a love of mammon that he refused to overcome? In all the time he was walking with Jesus, when Jesus preaches about not loving money, when Jesus will talk about ask for daily bread, Judas will be like, which kind of daily bread be that? And daily bread be that? And he'll be sequestering some, saving, taking out of Jesus's ministry purse, saving. The Bible tells me he used to steal from it. It's clear. These are not suggestions. He would take out from it. He would be. Are you saying Jesus and his disciples were hungry? Were they walking around hungry all the time? Was Jesus not providing for their needs? Why was Judas stealing? For the future. You have to plan. He was prepared. What did he need 30 pieces of silver for? He sold Jesus out for 30 pieces of silver. Did he need it for daily bread? When Jesus preached and said, ask for daily bread in his life, he said, I beg, leave that thing. Let's be realistic. How can you live from day to day? Leave that thing. You have to plan. Buy stocks. I've shared it before. I was sitting with a friend in Lagos, 2008. I sat like this. I saw something online, stocks, this, that. I said, see all this stuff. This stock market will crash. It crashed the next day. It was the next day it crashed. I don't know. I didn't have the heart to ask him how much he lost. I do know that years later, I mentioned this story to another brother, a serious Christian brother. He said, my brother, I lost 20 million in that thing. These are not people that look rich. These are just ordinary looking people. Don't live like very simple guy. And then someone was telling me the other day how it was prophesied somewhere that these things will be lost. And a church group brought someone to come and teach them about investing in stocks and all that. Serious something like this. And they gathered the money, put together. The thing crashed in. That's exactly what happens to a church that is deaf and dumb. The fascinating thing about that story, I asked the person, so after that happened, did they call you and say, bro, please tell us how you received that word so we can... Excuse me. Not me, that is your pastor. Presume I am just one of anybody here, and I'm here helping coordinate seminar on stocks and how the church should put together money and invest in stocks. Then someone stands up here and prophesies and gives a word and points out that it's not okay, that it's going to crash, that God said you will lose the money. And I say that word is not from the Lord. Carry your word and go. I ignore it. Then what you said comes to pass. What should be the next line of action? Is it not to call that sister? You first say, come, sir. Sabi say your head go big now. I lost money. Can you tell us how you got that word? Can we see that revelation? Is that not the next thing you should do? Is that not humility? What happens when everyone acts like nobody ever said anything?